Welcome to the English Story Room. Subscribe, and let's have fun together.
Okay, so I need to tell you something.
What happened?
So, my first day at my new job. I walked into a room, I sat down, I put my bag on the table. I looked around at everyone, and I started talking.
Okay, that sounds normal.
Jane, it was the wrong room. I walked into the wrong meeting, with the wrong people, and I didn't know, so I just sat there and started sharing my ideas, like I worked there for 10 years.
What did you do?
I kept talking, because I didn't know. I thought everyone was being very quiet because they were impressed.
Jamie.
They were not impressed, Jane. They were confused. One man raised his hand and said, "Excuse me, who are you?" And that was only the first hour of my first day. And the worst part? My real meeting. The one I was supposed to be in. It already started. My new manager was walking around the building, looking for me.
This is the best story I have ever heard in my life.
It is not funny.
It is extremely funny.
Okay, maybe a little funny.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the English Story Room. I am Jane.
And I am Jamie, and yes, that story is completely true.
Today we are talking about something that almost everyone in the world has experienced. Your first day at a new job.
And we have some really great English words and phrases coming up today. Words you can actually use in real life. Simple, natural, everyday words.
So if you are new here, welcome. This is the place where we tell real stories in simple English. And if you enjoy it, please subscribe. We make new episodes every week, and we do not want you to miss them.
Okay, let's get into it.
So Jamie, honestly, before we talk about first days, how did you feel the night before your first day at that job?
Nervous. Very, very nervous.
Me too, on my first job. I could not sleep.
I practiced everything. I practiced what I was going to say. I practiced how I was going to walk in. I even practiced my smile in the mirror.
You practiced your smile.
I wanted to look friendly and confident.
And did it work?
Jane, I walked into the wrong room.
Okay, fair point. So you were nervous. What is that feeling called when you feel very worried and a little scared about something new?
Nerve-wracking. If something is nerve-wracking, it makes you feel very nervous and anxious, like before a big test, or a job interview, or apparently walking into a building.
Your first day at a new job is very nerve-wracking for most people. That is completely normal.
Completely normal, even for people who seem very confident on the outside.
You know what I did on my first day at my first real job?
Tell me.
I volunteered to do something in the first 10 minutes. My manager asked if anyone knew how to use a certain computer program, and I raised my hand immediately.
Did you know how to use it?
Absolutely not. I just wanted to look eager.
Eager means you really want to do something. You are excited and ready. Maybe a little too ready sometimes.
Too eager.
Way too eager. So I spent my entire lunch break watching videos on my phone, trying to learn this program in 45 minutes.
Did you figure it out?
I figured out enough to not embarrass myself completely.
That is actually impressive.
Thank you. I was very motivated.
Okay, but here's the thing. Both of us were trying really hard on our first day. And I think that is because we both wanted to make a good impression.
Yes.
To make a good impression means to make people think well of you. When you meet someone new and they think, "Oh, I like this person. This person seems good." That is a good impression.
And on your first day, you really want people to like you and respect you.
Everyone does.
Even people who look very cool and relaxed. Inside, they also want to make a good impression.
I think that is true. Nobody walks into a new job and thinks, I hope everyone hates me today.
That would be a strange goal.
Very strange. Okay, we want to ask you something. And we want you to answer honestly, in the comments. Were you nervous on your first day at a new job? Or were you confident? Or maybe both. Tell us. We are really curious and we read every single comment.
Okay, Jane, I want to talk about something a little deeper now.
Go ahead.
So after the wrong room situation, after my manager finally found me, after I sat down in the correct meeting and wanted to disappear into the floor, the rest of the day was just quiet. People were busy. Nobody really talked to me much. I sat at my new desk. I did not know where the bathroom was. I did not know where to eat lunch. I just sat there.
That feeling is so real. You feel invisible.
Yes, Invisible. Like you are in the room, but nobody can see you. Like you are a ghost in your own workplace.
When you're new somewhere, it takes time to settle in.
To settle in means to start feeling comfortable in a new place. Like the place starts to feel normal, natural, like it belongs to you a little bit.
And that does not happen on day one.
No, it takes time. Weeks sometimes, even months.
Did you know that most people need 3 to 6 months before they really feel comfortable at a new job?
3 to 6 months.
Yes, so if you start a new job and after 2 weeks you still feel a little lost, that is completely okay. That is normal.
That is actually really good to know.
I wish someone told me that on my first day.
So, Jamie, you felt invisible. You felt lost. What made you stay? Because you did stay. You kept going back.
One thing, at the end of that first day, I was walking to the elevator, and a woman I had never met before. She was walking past me in the hallway, and she just looked at me and smiled. A real smile. And she said, "Hey, first day?"
And you said?
I said yes, and she said, "You are going to be great here. I can just tell."
She did not even know you.
She did not know me at all, but she went out of her way to say something kind.
To go out of your way means to do something extra, something you did not have to do. But you did it anyway because you wanted to help someone.
She did not have to say anything.
She could have just walked past, but she stopped. And those words, I still think about them.
That is beautiful, actually.
It changed my whole day, one sentence from a stranger.
I have a confession, too.
Tell me.
On my first day, after the computer program situation, in the afternoon, I went to the bathroom,
Okay,
and I stood in there for about 5 minutes, just breathing, because I felt so out of place. Like I did not belong there, like everyone else knew exactly what they were doing, and I was just pretending.
you felt like you did not fit in.
Exactly.
To fit in means to feel like you belong with a group of people, like you are part of the team, part of the family. And on day one, you almost never fit in yet. And that is scary.
It is scary, because you want to belong. Everyone wants to belong somewhere.
But here's what I learned. Everyone in that office, every single person, had a first day once, and they all felt exactly the same way.
They all went through it.
Every single one.
Okay, here's our second question for you. Has anyone ever been kind to you on your first day somewhere new? A new job, a new school, a new neighborhood. Someone who went out of their way to make you feel welcome. Tell us in the comments. And if you have been that person for someone else, we want to hear that story too.
Okay, now it is time for our favorite part of the show.
What kind of first day person are you?
We are going to describe some types of people, and you tell us which one is you. Be honest.
First type, the over-preparer.
This person arrives 45 minutes early. They have a notebook. They have a pen. They have a backup pen. They researched the company for 2 weeks. They know the name of every person in the building. They brought snacks for the whole office.
And they practiced their smile in the mirror.
Jamie, we are not talking about you.
Moving on. Second type, the cool one.
This person walks in 2 minutes before the start time. They are completely relaxed. They talk to everyone easily. By lunchtime, they already have 3 new friends and a nickname.
How do they do that?
Nobody knows. It is a mystery.
Third type, the invisible one.
This person sits down. They smile at everything. They say yes and sounds great to every single thing. They go home at the end of the day and nobody can quite remember their name yet.
They are not unfriendly. They are just very, very quiet.
Saving their energy.
Smart, actually. Fourth type, our personal favorite, the accidental disaster.
This person spills their coffee in the first 20 minutes.
They call their manager by the wrong name. Twice.
They cannot find the bathroom and are too embarrassed to ask.
They accidentally walk into the wrong meeting and give a whole speech.
We are absolutely not talking about anyone specific.
Absolutely not. But here is the beautiful thing about the accidental disaster. Everyone remembers them. And usually, everyone loves them. Because they are real. They are human. And they make everyone else feel better about their own mistakes.
So which type are you? Tell us in the comments.
Okay, word tour time.
Let's go!
Nerve-wracking.
When something makes you feel very nervous and worried. My job interview was so nerve-wracking. I could not sleep the night before.
Eager.
When you really want to do something and you are excited and ready, she was so eager to start her new job that she arrived 1 hour early.
Make a good impression.
When you meet someone new and they think well of you, wanted to make a good impression on my first day, so I dressed very nicely.
Settle in.
To start feeling comfortable and relaxed in a new place. It took me about 2 months to really settle in at my new job.
Overwhelmed.
When you have too many things to think about at one time, and it feels too much. On my first day, I felt completely overwhelmed. There was so much to learn.
Invisible.
When you feel like nobody notices you or sees you, I sat at my new desk all day and felt completely invisible.
Fit in.
To feel like you belong with a group of people. It takes time to fit in at a new job. Be patient with yourself.
Go out of your way.
To do something extra and kind that you did not have to do. My new colleague went out of her way to show me around the building on my first day.
Out of place.
When you feel like you do not belong somewhere, like everything around you is normal, but you are not part of it yet. I felt so out of place at my new office. Everyone seemed to know each other already.
Turn things around.
When a situation is bad and then something happens that makes it better. I had a terrible morning on my first day, but one kind person completely turned things around for me.
So Jamie, the wrong room, the confused strangers, the manager looking for you everywhere.
Yes.
How did it end? Like really end? With your boss?
Okay. So, at the end of the day, my manager called me into her office. And I thought, this is it. Day one, and I am already in trouble.
What did she say?
She looked at me very seriously. And then she smiled and said, I heard you gave a very confident presentation to the accounting department this morning.
She knew.
The whole office knew.
What did you do?
I laughed. She laughed. And she said, I like people who are confident, even in the wrong room. You are going to be just fine here.
And were you?
I stayed at that job for 4 years. It became one of the best experiences of my life.
Sometimes your most embarrassing moment is actually your best introduction.
Exactly. The thing that makes you want to disappear is sometimes the thing that makes people remember you and like you.
So if you are about to start a new job, or if you just had a first day that did not go perfectly, please hear this. It is okay. Every single person you will ever meet at that job had a first day once. And they survived it. And so will you.
And maybe you will walk into the wrong room. And maybe that will be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today here at the English Story Room.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. We are here every week with new stories, new words, and hopefully a few good laughs.
And if you know someone who's starting a new job soon, or someone who's nervous about something new in their life, please share this episode with them. It might be exactly what they need to hear today.
Next week, we have a story that is going to make you laugh and maybe make you think. We cannot wait to share it with you.
Until then, keep listening, keep growing.
This is the English Story Room.
See you next week.
Bye, everyone.